Okay, I'm going to do this to reply it. Well, Blue Skies Media over here. You know, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play part of this. Okay, and then I'm going to pause it. And I got some things I want to address concerning his topic here, okay? Believe me, I understand him so well. I really do. And so, with that being said, I'm going to go forward.
At this point, you'll have to forgive me, because I'm even getting frustrated with my supporters right now. Because it's like, no matter what I do, these haters and trolls will never stop. The hate for me is just constant. The vitriol for me is just completely insane. I don't know anyone on the internet that is going through this.
Okay, I'm going to stop her right here a moment. He don't know anyone on the internet that's going through this. He's very frustrated, okay? But I'll tell you what. If you'd have been around back in the day when I first come on here and I gave TFL its name, trolls, haters, oh yeah, death threats, yep, you name it, every name called in the book, my videos taken and downloaded and re-uploaded and edited. You want me to go on? I can go on and on with the list of the hundreds of times this has happened to me. And I've been up here 15 years. And I know full well what he's talking about. I really do. Okay, so I'm going to give you some advice here in a moment. And of course, you do that as you want, because I'm not telling you what to do by any means. It's just advice from my own experiences in life is all it is, okay? But let's go forward.
And I've seen people get bullied and hated before on the internet. Find me one person on YouTube who's been put through such extreme levels of hate, bullying, and harassment. So I want to address a few things that have been going on lately. I'm going to address a couple comments that my ex left, and you know, there's some things. Listen, I don't want to talk about these people. I did my best to try to move on with my life. I've barely spoken about her. I haven't talked to her for years. When she left, I just left and I moved on. She was the one who kept texting me. I had to block her. And she's still hanging around my YouTube channel and ganging up on me with a bunch of incels, with a bunch of toxic, hateful incel trolls. This shit is unbelievable. It doesn't even make any sense, right? Because if you think about it, on one hand, if she didn't know me, she would just be another one of these feminists that bash incels, and their paths would never cross. And on the other hand, these incels complain and bitch about this gynocentric world we live in, where men like them, you know, sub-5 men, subhuman men, are treated like shit. Just because of their genetics, just because of the way they look, you know, and constantly accused of harassment and falsely accused of rape and things like that. But yet, when it comes to me, they gang up on me with feminists. They simp for feminists.
That's not going to change. Now, what he's talking about is correct. Okay, I know this to be fact. And that's not going to change. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. The powers to be have done a wonderful job of warping people's minds. I've said it for years now that nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows how to communicate. Nobody knows how to get along. Nobody knows how to treat each other the way they want to be treated themselves. Everybody just wants to go off and treat everybody any old way, and, of course, no repercussions on me. Hypocrites when you're talking about incel that was created by a female out of a University of Canada. And what does the elite do? They use universities worldwide to launch programs, social engineering programs into society. It was targeted at the dating scene. It was targeted to attack men further. You think feminism attacked men and Hollywood attacked men for 50 plus years? Well, this is another one of them targets. Men were targeted again here. See, because it literally is we now are so far along in the social engineering that women hate men. Men hate men. And men love women. Them are factual words in today's society. What he's experiencing is the same thing all of us are, okay? But I'm going to go on because he's saying things that are so true. He's not lying here. He's being straight up with you.
Who are doing exactly the things they complain about having done to them, to me. Like, it's insane. I don't understand it.
You don't try to understand it because you just said it. It's insane. People are completely out of their freaking minds. You won't have to worry about it much longer because keep track of what's going on in this world. Pay attention to the documents that are being released and stuff that's real truth that's coming out. We ain't got long left to wait before lots and lots start dying. For real. For absolutely real. No lie, no conspiracy theory, conspiracy yes, theory no. Okay? Everybody wants to have this behavior. This is why you can't beat the people doing this to us. Because this is divide and conquer. And as long as this continues, billions will die. Because if these globalists get their wants, which they are, by the year 2030, they want the population reduced of the worldwide population by 90%. No lie. Factual. Okay? Can all be backed. I didn't give you any BS here. See, and these behaviors that he's talking about is the reason this is going to happen to you.
So one of the things that my supporters always say is, oh, just ignore the trolls, bro. You're giving them what they want. What do you expect me to do? You expect this shit not to have any effect on me? I've been doxxed. I've been getting death threats. People have threatened to come to where I live and kill me.
Now, I'm going to stop it right here. Because, see, I've already been down this road. And I'll tell you what. When they tell you to ignore the trolls, that would be an accurate advice. The best thing to do is block, remove and block, remove and block, remove and block. Never look back. Don't reply. Yes, they're getting to you because they want to get to you because we live in an evil world. No lie, we live in divide and conquer because they don't have one functioning brain cell in their head. This is why the elite are going to win. This is why things are going to get really ugly and nasty, and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people are getting fixed to die and don't even see it coming. There's times I don't even feel sorry for them. I really don't. How can I feel sorry for people who have no care, That's right, no care, who are full of anger and bitterness, okay, and absolutely trying to compete against other human beings, which breeds hatred and anger. Incel was created to have a group of men that could be looked at as a cult, that could be looked at as dangerous to society, when the real danger is from the social engineering from a television set for 50 plus years, from the music industry. Yeah. The real danger is the lies that have been told you your whole life and the non-truths and the knowledge that's been withheld from everybody. And them who can see the real truth to what happened to men and women and the family unit and the genders understand clearly why these behaviors are happening. Also, what he's talking about is very painful, very hurtful. But see, this is what they want. That's a low energy form. That's what demonic feeds on. I know, you think I'm crazy? No, I'm not. I actually do know what I'm talking about here. And I don't care what you think or say. I really don't, because I do know what I'm talking about here. You know, I've been up here speaking out for a long time, and I've hit more rights than I have wrongs. Okay? And it's not because of anything other than I'm aware of what's going on around me, and I have life experience behind me. I feel this man's hurt. I know this man's hurt. You know, he had a wife that died. He loved this wife. He loved this female. They crushed him, which it would. Okay? Then he tries to move on in a world of toxic people that like to play games, lie, and manipulate, and get their rocks off on hurting other people. Because of social engineering. Because y'all got to keep playing games with other people's emotions and feelings. And because he was born with a penis, he's going to be ridiculed, put down, because it's competition to put your penis in a hole. They don't know what real love is. They haven't the first clue of what real love is. They don't know what care is. They don't know the foundations that made a society strong. They don't know the energy form that real love is. Repels the demonic side that is really for real. And without that true care, that true love, you will not have the energy form to repel the demonic. I mean, you think I'm nuts? You think I'm being religious? No, I'm not. I have life experiences to back up what I'm telling you. And I don't care whether you believe me or don't believe me, because I just don't care. Because I'm telling you the truth. And if you can't look into anything for yourself and you can't accept the truth, that's not my stupidity. See, so I actually feel for this man. I really do. I understand him so well. It's the reason I'm doing a reply to him. Okay? I understand his struggles so well. I know how he feels. I know how angry he is. I mean, I've had trolls that followed me around the internet for years. Brandon Kirk being one of my favorites there, yeah. This guy followed me faithfully everywhere on the internet. Everywhere for almost 6 freaking years. Non-stop. Okay? I've had just about every kind of attack on the internet that could be launched on a person. I've had death threats. I've had the whole 9 yards. Okay? I'm still kicking. I'm still here. But believe me, I know what he's talking about.
Beat my ass. That type of thing. I was keeping it on the deal, but since Banana's been going around telling everybody I have a girl, I guess everybody knows now. I didn't even want to speak on that because of what happened the last time. You know, fucking my ex is ganging up on me with these same people that when I got with her, they were hating on me and throwing out abuse and hoping that I failed because they were so jealous that I got a girlfriend.
That's correct. If you get a woman in your life, all these jealous guys that haven't the first clue of what they're doing, that's why they can't get a woman in their life in most cases. You know? And even if they did, they'd be sorry they did because society is so messed up, so messed up. Real love has been completely demolished. Care has been completely demolished. It's selfishness. It's narcissism. It's psychopaths. That's what we live in, is a world full of nut jobs.
Right? So right around, I've got these comments. I got the screenshots of these comments on my Instagram. I've been going through a lot today. I didn't get the video I had made with all these screenshots in it because it's just whatever. So around the time those comments started showing up, my girlfriend was robbed at gunpoint and pistol whipped. I was worried sick because they took her phone and I couldn't get in contact with her. And I knew that wasn't like her, you know, to not talk to me. So immediately I knew something was wrong. I was scared. I was really scared for her. And you know, the thing about you incels is so many people will say, well, at least you had a wife. You know, at least somebody loved you. At least you've had relationships and you're not a virgin. Like, y'all think that y'all measure everything in life, success in its entirety, you minimize it to that one thing, whether you're a virgin or not. And apparently if you're...
Absolutely correct. This is the main reason I'm doing this reply to him. Absolutely, 100% spot on. Every last word he just said. That's exactly it. See, you don't know what real love is. I'll give you a comparison, okay? To show you that he is so spot on. See, when you actually love somebody, it means you have true care about them. It means your whole world will revolve around that person because this person and you get along so well. Okay? And real love does exist. Real love is a higher frequency. It's a frequency that repels the demonic side, actually, for real. No lie. Okay? And when you lose somebody you really love, whether they passed away or they shit on you and dumped you and threw you away, okay? The pain is just the same. It's just the same, okay? You can say, well, yeah, but see, if they shit on you and threw you away, there's a chance you could recover the relationship, and if they die, you can't recover it. I would agree with you, except for the fact in today's society, as messed up as people are, there is no recovering it. Because care is gone. Because people are abusing the word love. They're using it to do exactly what he just said everything equates to. That's right. They're using it to get sex. And calling sex love. and playing games with each other, deceiving each other, manipulating each other. That's right. Which, of course, always ends in bad results. And, of course, the ultimate, they're selfish. Many, many women out here are so selfish. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But we have men that are selfish too, because this is not a one-sided thing. The only thing that's been one-sided is the social engineering was designed to divide us, and favoritism and perks has always been given to one gender over another. And we all know that to be fact. The war on men's been going on for 40 plus years, if not 50 years now. Okay? And it has been a war on men, not a war on women. The lie is that it's on women, when it's never been on women. Okay? Not in the mainstream media in Hollywood anyhow. The war is on women, don't get me wrong, but it's in a different aspect. The social engineering was designed to completely destroy the genders. When a woman's through destroying men's lives, they will have destroyed their own life, along with the guys they took out with them, and they won't want anything to do with a guy again, and they'll want to stay alone, and be with the children that they took from the men. And they have this illusion in their head that these children are going to stay living with them until they're elderly and care for them. Meanwhile, the fathers, well, they can die in a ditch. Because there is no love. Because you use the words, abuse the words. Real love exists, but it can never be there without communication, trust, true care, and friendship, and respecting each other's feelings and not trying to change somebody. And when you can do them things, you can accomplish real love. But once you have real love, the more time you're together, the deeper that love becomes. And the harder it is to get over if lost. If you can keep that real love throughout your life, and she can keep it, you'll not only be strong, but when you pass on to the other side, you pass away, whether you're Bible buff or not, it's that love that's going to be the frequency that's going to protect you and give you happiness in your eternal life. We are an energy form. All of us are. We are all connected through that energy form, and we are low frequency. Love is for real, and love is a high frequency, and love actually protects you. Okay? Believe it or not, it does. True care and true love for everybody. Everybody. We don't have that no more, do we? And the person you're in love with, that connection is only kept through good communication, understanding each other, and life is hard for both, and there's going to be ups and downs. And if you don't survive through the downs, and this is what the social engineering was meant to do, was to make sure that married couples could not survive, that they would hate each other's guts, that they would do exactly this, because that's a low negative energy which feeds the demonic side. So think of it this way, without being a Bible buff. Demons are real, ghosts are real, and I don't care what you tell me, I know it to be fact. And your elite's being controlled by, you could call it a demon, you could call it Satan, a demonic force. No lie. Fact. Okay? And I don't care what people tell me. I know this stuff to all be factual. And the reality is You're losing, and good will lose to evil when good does nothing about it. The social engineering was brilliantly done. It was designed to make us hate each other. It was designed to make us fight each other. Divide and conquer. To overrise, you have to understand what I'm telling you. And most people, my words fall on deaf ears. But higher up people, my words don't fall on deaf ears. There's a reason I've lost 3-4 channels. There's a reason I'm locked out of 2 channels. There's a reason that my view count is where it's at, and everything I do is watched and scrutinized very carefully by the powers to be. Because I don't see many people online in the level that I'm in, and I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm not trying to be self-conceited or anything here. I'm only telling you the factual truth. Okay? For people actually really being honest and having really care and being up here online for the right reasons, that's not chasing after fame, that's not chasing after money, that truly, really cares, I can look all over the internet and not find that. I find everybody up here for selfish reasons. They're either up here for monetary gain, they're up here for popularity or fame, or they're just up here venting with no idea of what they're talking about. But most people in the manosphere are so filled full of anger and bitterness that it's not funny. Incel has been engineered into the dating scene by the elite. It is being used to target the men even further. And it's worldwide. It's not a good group to be associated with because it was actually created by the elite. You see the toxic, you see the hypocritical behavior. He's talking here about the incels. He's correct. But you better remember, this is what they want, because these are the easiest people to paint. And they've taken TFL, people like the agent called Turd-Flinging Monkey, who is military intelligence. I don't care what you tell me, I know he is. It's just like Monday. I know that Monday is an employee of the establishment like Annika was. You know, I know that Coach Red Pill is an employee of the establishment. Ellie Demigard, Jim Fetzer, okay? I could go on. Jason Goodman, I could give you a non-stopping list of people who are working for the establishment. And I couldn't even tell you every single name, because I'll guarantee one thing that I do know Adam's probably totally correct about, is there's probably like 5.5 million agents, people who are working for the establishment that's doing this to us online every day right now, worldwide. Doing their thing for the tool, helping the elite to bring down this world. The family unit destruction was deliberately done. Okay? The Georgia Guidestones told you, and it is in your face. The social engineering from feminism to the male shaming on television, okay, to the music, love songs all dressing women and painting the men out to be villains. And the list goes on and on and on that changed people's perceptions. And then, of course, because we've created a system where there's a hierarchy and everybody's competing against each other, when human beings should never, ever, ever, ever be competing against each other. No. It breeds anger. Look at people walking around life thinking they're so much smarter than somebody else, better than somebody else. Okay, you got more of a man-made construct called money than somebody else, and, oh, you're on a different level. You're so far above them. No, you're not. No, you're not. You never have been. Okay? The reality is men and women alike are human beings. The reality is we all have emotions, feelings, wants, and needs, and our wants and needs and feelings and emotions are not that far away from each other. But you have self-entitlement. You have hundreds of double standards, okay, through the hierarchy and the social engineering and gender roles and on and on and on and on, and the labels and words and you know, and I've tried telling people about labels, names, and words and how powerful they are and the reason they're used and I mean, the list just goes on, but it's like it's above people's IQ. They can't perceive to understand what I'm talking about. I've tried so hard to help people and show people. Okay, and you know, and if you can't get men and women to pull their heads out of the you know what, then you're going to get what you got coming to you. See, so, and for the United States, they would like it down like 70% by 2025. Huh. Sounds like a lot of people getting fixed to die. And I don't see any problem getting them dead, because nobody's doing nothing about it, but people are following their orders for their money on a regular basis. And they're going to follow the orders, and they're going to kill, and they're going to kill, and they're going to kill, and they're going to kill. And then when it's all said and done, they'll be killed. Yep, that's how that works. And then it's going to be just like I told you about the documentaries that came up that are Hollywood-grade professional up on YouTube called Life on Earth After Humans. Look it up. Check them out. They're putting the message in your face. You know, I really are. They'll also throw another message in people's face that most people won't catch. The local New World Order store, Walmart, from where I'm at, when you look online, you got all these people, employees of the establishment, selling survival food. Alex Jones has been selling survival food for years. Okay, you know, you buy the bucket with the sealed lid that has so many meals in it. And they're pretty pricey to buy, right? Survival food. So, my local New World Order store, Walmart, well, guess what? I saw on the shelves and we took the last two. Survival food. Put on the shelves of my local Walmart. I've never seen the buckets of survival food in a Walmart before. Okay? Out of all the Walmarts and stores I've been in, I've never seen that before, and there it was on the shelf. You say, well, so what? What's the big deal? Hint, hint, they're flashing it in your face. They're letting you know they're getting ready to shut the supply line down, probably through a cyber attack. Yeah. To where the supply chain is interfered with through a cyber attack. Oh no, the food didn't get to the stores. Oh no, the shelves are empty. Hey, it's coming. Don't believe me, I don't care. That's the reason that survival food was in that Walmart. They're putting it in your face. They're telling you. They really are. Anyhow, to Blue Skies Media here, you do have me on Zoom, okay? I would love to have a serious talk with you. One-on-one. We don't have to go live. Just on these topics, because the reality is you're in the spot I've been in. I totally understand you. Oh my God, do I understand you? And there's things I won't even talk about on here that I would talk about on the side personally with you. Okay? That would really give you an enlightening on why I can understand you so damn well. Your anger, your hurt, your frustration, and how it's tearing you up from the inside out. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. I can't control what's happened in this world. I'm not the one that created the problem. I can only point it out to you, and if people is not willing to look, you can't make somebody look. I'm not putting a gun to nobody's head. Okay? And if you're too cowardly to look, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're part of the problem, okay? And if you're not too cowardly to look. But I do know this, controlling your anger is something that takes a while to do when you're shit and shattered on the way that I've been, the way that he's being shit and shattered on. And you're not the only one, by a long shot. You really ain't. You're not the only man feeling this way and experiencing what you're experiencing. Believe me, you're not. By a long shot. But what you're experiencing here is what I come to expect that we experience when we open our mouths. So you have to have tough skin to do what I've done. And You have to have tough skin because you won't make it without it. And it's still a struggle. It's still a struggle. There's nothing easy about it. But anyhow, you do know where I'm at on Zoom. You got me in Zoom. You should really log in sometime and hit me up. You and I can talk. We don't got to go live. We don't got to do a video. But you really should hit me up and you and I should talk. Okay, but that's up to you. But hey, I'm with you. I totally understand you. And you know, I have a reason that I don't really apply to trolls anymore and I just block and remove. Okay, because it is the best solution. Okay, because it'll take them longer to create another account than it will for you to block and remove and not reply. And even if they got 5 other troll accounts, it's only like 5 seconds to take them all out. As they come in, took you a whole second to say bye. Okay? And then they get tired of creating accounts because they can't keep up. And they're not getting a response from you. They're not getting a reaction from you. And so in the end, what happens is they become pissed off. Instead of you being pissed off, they're pissed off. Because you beat them at their own game. They can't handle that. The best way to beat a bully is to smile. That's right. To never show them that they can get under your skin. Is to smile. And be polite. The best way to beat a bully is that way. The best way to beat a troll is to never reply. Always. Block and remove. Always. Okay? They won't be able to stand it. They'll hate your guts. But they'll be pissed, not you. Okay? It is what it is, okay? Anyhow, I'm out of here.